Wichita County Artisans. Well, a lot of things that we do here at the ranch does not always dictate that we are doing woodworking. But sometimes it comes to pass that we have to do things such as mowing and plowing and all of those fun things. So today we're going to change out the cherry picker off the tractor, and we're going to put on the disc so that I can disc. See if I can get this better. There we go. So that I can disc up the old garden spot. Now this year, with all the crazy weather, we've put all of our garden stuff up in the backyard in tubs. We did not use the garden spot, and we're trying to get it to where it'll work a whole lot better. So this morning, or today, if I can get this thing to work, we're going to fire up the old tractor. If I can get this thing to come down, it's just crazy. And we're going to take the cherry picker off of the tractor. Now I've lost my glove, so there we go. You know, poor folks have to do things poor ways, and that's the way it is with us here at Wichita County Artisans. But maybe I can get a picture that's pretty good of the old lift that we have on the back of the Ferguson. I've been working on the shredder. Can't tell what I've got going on here, if you can see the shredder there. So I had it hooked up to the cherry picker, and so I could lift it up. So we're going to get this thing all fired up, and we're going to go over and see if we can't get it hooked up to the disc. Well, I flipped it around so I could see. Here's my little 4-foot shredder that I've been working on. As you can see here, this is what some people call a cherry picker. I call it a lift, and it fits on the 3-point of my tractor. Now, I'm kind of proud of my old tractor. As you can tell, it's an old tractor. It's what most people call an antique, but I keep using it. It is a 1954 Ferguson 30. Now, back in the day, my dad had a Ferguson 30. It was gasoline, and as you can notice, this one runs on propane. So, pretty good old tractor. We're going to get on it, and we're going to take it down and take down the cherry picker, take it off. Don't look at all my junk. I have lots of junk. And then we're gonna hook up the disc, and that's gonna be fun. Since the disc, as we noticed here, is all in Johnson grass. Well, we'll get it set up, and then we're gonna go out and plow that old field. Welcome, Wichita County Artisans. Another day back at what we started yesterday. It's a little bit sunshiny out here this morning. We had a little, I don't know if we would call it a disaster, or it could have been a whole lot worse. But yesterday, as I was getting everything lined out, I was fixing to get my, see if I get this set just like I want it. There we go. Getting ready to do some plowing, get my disc put on, and the hose off my tractor decided that it wanted to burst. So I had propane going everywhere. And it's not all that easy to get hoses and parts for one of these old tractors. But I was fortunate enough to be able to find what I needed and get it put together. So this morning I'm going to see if I can get back on the project that I was beginning yesterday. Get our system put back on so I'll have fuel to the tractor. I know that's kind of crazy, but that's kind of the way we have to do things. Like I mentioned yesterday out here on the ranch, there are times that we don't always get to do woodworking, and I enjoy my woodworking, but sometimes we just got to get out and get other projects done. So yesterday we got out and we were doing some mowing, and I needed to get this old garden spot worked over. So I was getting the disc and I was putting it on, taking the lift off the tractor, and had the problem, but I got that alleviated, and we're back out here again this morning. Hopefully we can get this accomplished. A lot of work whenever you have a little acreage and you have to take care of everything, but you know, we're thankful that we have it, and we're thankful that we're blessed. It is mid-August, and it has been getting very warm again, which is normal for mid-August. So we are trying to get things caught up. Got my shredder. I kind of showed that to you yesterday. Hopefully I got it on video. I'll have to see when I edit. But got it all ready to go. Got to grease it, check the oil on it, and I've got a pasture out here that it needs mowed. There's no doubt about that. So I'm going to shut off, get this finished up, hooking up, get the tractor going. I'm going to hook up to the disc over here and see if I can do a little discing this morning. Well, I got the disc on the tractor. Didn't take too much. A lot of times it takes a lot to do that. But we're fixing to go down here and we're going to see if we can't plow this old garden spot. I've sprayed it a couple of times this summer. Like I said, we're not using it, but I got it sprayed. I've mowed it several times, but it's so rough, it's hard to mow because there's still lister ridges in the garden. So we're going to slip around here and see if we can't get something done with it. See if we can't get it a little bit smoother, and maybe keep it plowed for over the winter time, or at least try to get rid of some of the Johnson grass and the weeds out of it. That's kind of the situation that we run into in our country. The Johnson grass does well, and since it's turned off cooler, it certainly has decided that it wants to do well. So we're going to go around here and I'll show you a little bit about the garden. This is our old garden spot. As you can tell, we've got a good jag of Johnson grass coming up in it, and I'm going to jump in there and I'm going to plow this up, see how we come along with it. So let's give it a try and see what we come up with. Well, got that disc out here, and I got this old garden spot kind of leveled up. Lister ridges aren't as bad as they were. They may be still a few, but I got some weeds knocked down on it. I got it all disked up, and I'll come back out here and hit it again as soon as some of these weeds dry. Then I'll take a harrow and I'll run a harrow across it. Get it all leveled up and prettied up, and maybe see what we can do. Don't know what next year's going to bring like everybody else, but I got this part done. Got it all leveled up. It's a beautiful day. It's going to get warm, I'm afraid. So that's kind of the way things are out here in our country. Well, I had to find me a shady spot. It's getting warm out here. If I can get my Fitbit to work, it says it's about 10 o'clock. So it's already warming up. But the thing is that I got to get my little project accomplished finally after I got the tractor going again. Those kind of things happen if you use any kind of equipment. You have breakdowns, and there's no telling how long that hose had been on that tractor. It could have been years and years. When you have a tractor that is over 65 years old, it's a 1954 model, so it'd probably be about 68 years old. You got to work on them once in a while. The good thing for me is that I can still work on these kinds. I can't work on the new ones. I mean, it'd be great if I had one that had a front end loader and all of those things that was about a 35, 45 horsepower to work here on the ranch. But you know, poor folks have to do things poor ways, and be thankful that you've got what you have. You know, recently I seen a fellow that had bought some property, and he was going to start cleaning it up, and it was an acre. Well, for his beginning, I seen him, he was going to do some mowing. And what I would have probably got the shredder out for in the tractor, he had a push lawnmower. And he was probably a little older than I am, but he got it done. And you know, it sure beats slinging a yo-yo or something along that line to cut that grass and things back. You know, we need to be happy, and we need to be thankful for the things that we have and the things that we've been blessed with. And I've been blessed with a good tractor here. Had to work on it a little bit as we go along. A lot of the stuff that I've got is like my dad. This tractor here is a TO30 Ferguson. My dad owned a TO30 Ferguson. And I can remember as a young man learning to plow on that TO30 and use it. So whenever I had the opportunity to purchase this one, I kind of jumped on it. I said, yep, I need that tractor. So I bought it, had to do a little bit to it, and as we've gone along for several years, I've been using it for several years, we've had to do some things. Just recently, I had to replace all the electrical systems, and I got it all done. I didn't know if this old man was going to be able to figure all that out or not, but he finally did, and it runs good. At least until I had the blowout yesterday, so that's just one of those things. But you know, I enjoy getting out and plowing in my pasture, in my garden, and everything. It's just something that gives me a little solace. And I enjoy shredding. Currently, we don't have any animals here on the ranch, so I have to shred the pasture. But I enjoy that. I enjoy getting out there, and I'm by myself, and I can think about things, and I can just go along and enjoy what I'm doing. Now, for a lot of folks, that would not be their thing. They would not like to do that. But I do, and it's kind of like being in the shop and working with wood. I enjoy that. It's a place of solace, a place of contemplation, or just being out there in the shop, being out in the pasture, being outside, doing things. You know, we get cooped up so much, and we stay cooped up so much that sometimes I wonder if we don't hurt ourselves. That's just a little thoughts on getting out and plowing a little bit this morning. I think I'm going to get inside. I have some other work that I need to do that's inside. So I figured I better get outside and get this done before it got up to 100 degrees. I would look on my phone, but I'm recording on my phone, see what the temperature is. I know a lot of people throughout our nation are struggling with these high temperatures. I know a lot of people are struggling with drought. And we understand what drought is about. We had 4 years of drought here about, it's probably been 6 or 8 years ago. And it was desperate. It was getting bad here. But you know, it always comes back and rains again. There's no need to get overexcited about it. So I'm going to sign off here. This is Ouachita County Artist. Now I want you to remember that we now have a Facebook. We had a Facebook. I'll get it right in a minute. We have a Facebook, and we'd like for you to share and follow us on Facebook. Also, we have a new YouTube channel, and we would like for you to give us that thumbs up. We'd like for you to subscribe, and if you would desire, leave a comment. And what I understand, that helps with the algorithm, and it gets out there further. But one of the things that we're trying to do here is just give a little encouragement. You know, it may be hot, but I've seen it hotter. And we're going to make it through. Sometime in January, everybody be running around here all coated up. We're going to freeze to death. Well, I keep telling them, why didn't you bottle up some of that stuff that you had last summer? I'm telling everybody right now, I said, remember all that cold weather we had back in February? Why didn't you bottle some of that up and put it in the freezer? Well, they didn't do it, and we won't do it again. So I hope you have a great day. May God bless you and yours.